My name is Elizabeth Pampalone, and you're listening to the Absolute Marketing Podcast. Today's tip is about success. I have had a lot of success compared to some people, and I've had miserable success compared to others. But I want to kind of share something that I was warned against a long time ago, and it really stuck with me. And the sentiment or the thought is, you don't become successful by convincing people that you're successful. You become successful by being successful. That stuck with me so much. It was a very hard thing to see people who I had trained and taught and shared things with rise above me in their revenues, in their station. But as I look back at it now, I see it for what it truly is. I don't need to convince you or anyone that I'm successful. It shows for itself when it's there. And when people come to you time and again and they say, I see you everywhere and you're doing so much, I'm not really doing that much. I'm really not, I promise. But when you're doing the right things, it resonates. And that success shines through beyond what I say that it is, beyond what some award says that it is, or some speaking engagement says that it is, or who I have on my podcast. That's not necessarily success. Success is, to me, longevity. It's being there consistently. It's showing up every day for the last 15 years and not wavering on that and not walking away from who I truly am and what I truly love and what I'm truly good at. And I try to instill that also in my team. This is not just a company that you work for. This is not just a job. This is other people's livelihoods that we are responsible for in some small way. This is our own livelihoods that we're responsible for. And yes, while I can provide a job and some work and an environment where people can come together and create together, it's not the only thing I provide. And I'm not providing their livelihood for them. Yeah, I'm the boss, I'm the CEO, whatever. But I started something, and at some point, I needed people to help me continue it. And so this is not just a, hey, Elizabeth's running this agency and hopefully she'll keep our jobs around long enough, for us to move to something else. This is a commitment from everyone. And that's what actually creates the success. When everyone's not bought in, when you yourself aren't even bought into what you're doing, then it's a job. And it's not a business. I felt that when I was running my computer repair agency towards the end. We had that agency for 10 years. And when it became a chore to me, when it became something that I was like, oh gosh, do I have to do this again? There's so many other things I'd rather be doing. And when that became my sentiment towards my own company, I knew it was time to let it go, regardless of the cost. And by that I mean, I didn't sell it for $1 million. I found someone who would be able to utilize it for their own purposes, who loved the work, who was good at the work, who worked for us, which was a bonus, and who could take on the clients and pay us a little bit of money in the process. But it wasn't this $1 million sale that everyone told me that I could get out of it. I wanted it to go to the right person at the right time so that I didn't become disgruntled and I didn't become the person who was dragging it down. And that consistency of saying, I know, to paraphrase an old song, when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, that is so true. But to still being true to who I was throughout all the years, I was a marketer from age 14 to present. And looking at that and saying, this is my ultimate goal. Yes, there are stepping stones to get there. Yes, there are different businesses and different things to try out. But to be consistent with one's self and to know the ultimate goal was to own a marketing agency. The ultimate goal was to build something for the future that was even beyond just myself. That is true success. And I definitely believe that the consistency and the buy-in from my team, my staff, and even myself has contributed a lot to that success that others see today. Talk to you next time. Thanks for listening to the Absolute Marketing Podcast. If you'd like to learn more, please visit getabsolutemarketing.com.